Welcome to the Kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Howdy folks, welcome back to the Kingdom for a 300-point game of Grimdark Future Firefight. We've got John.
Hello.
He has returned. When was the last time you were here?
Sometime in the fall. I think it was election night, actually.
Wow, what did we play?
Age of Fantasy.
Was that the Regiments game we did? Dwarf on Dwarf?
Yes. No, it was the Helldivers.
The Helldivers, right. So, yes.
It was that. Yeah.
John is the Helldiver guy. So now that I've mentioned that, I'll put a little card in the top right. If you haven't seen that, not only is that a fun game, especially if you play Helldivers, but if you have never seen the Quest games, Age of Fantasy Quest or Grimdark Future Quest, it's a great example of what that can accomplish. But we're not doing Helldivers today. Today, we are doing the next mission, or one of the missions from the Assault on Malhadra campaign. This one's very interesting. So what's happened here is a city has been ravaged by conflict and war, and the civilians are now scrambling around through the streets. You can't see them, but they're there. And the Prime brothers have arrived to try and rescue and escort and get as many civilians out of the city as possible. And the Havoc have arrived to gather victims, sacrifices,
meat.
Slaves, meat. Whatever your particular forte is there.
The important thing is you don't ask questions.
That's true. They're here to gather people. What they do with them, that's their own business.
Step 1, gather people. Step 2, take the people home. Step 4, profit.
Okay, so this is where we're fighting ruins of the city. Let's take a look at the armies, and then we'll come back and look at the mission and the scenario. All right, so first we have the attackers.
Yep. So they're Havoc brothers, so everything is quality defense 3. I splurged and got 2 different Havoc champions. The one on the right is a warlock, so he is caster 3. Just with a
your right or my right?
Your right.
Okay.
The viewer's right.
All right.
The viewer's
you can
always
point
right.
if you need.
So he's got a plasma pistol and energy sword. The next champion is a apostle with war chant, so he goes furious, and he also has a jetpack for his wings, so he has flying and ambush. He has an energy axe and a heavy pistol. The next 2 guys, Dumb and Dumber. There we go. Those are the
Lloyd and
Harry and Lloyd.
Harry and Lloyd.
Yeah.
There we go.
They're just basic Havoc brothers with a heavy rifle. The Curly over here is a Havoc brother with a shred rifle. And then finally, you've got the one guy who understands that not wearing a helmet gets you killed first. He is just a Havoc support with a heavy machine gun.
So these are the terrors that are screaming through the city trying to collect unfortunate souls for nefarious purposes. Let's take a look at the brave defenders of humanity. And here are, the so-called brave defenders of humanity. Actually, in the lore, the Prime brothers would let all of these humans die. Maybe that's why they're actually here. They don't want Havoc to kill them. They want to take them captive, interrogate them, find out information about the defense force. Who knows? But this isn't the 40K universe, so the Prime brothers don't care that much about humanity. Anyways, so in the middle, leading this tiny warband, since it's a small warband, there's only a general lieutenant, but he's going to be running as a Prime Master. I gave him a heavy pistol and an energy sword, so slight upgrade to both melee and and shooting, but I also gave him War Chant. So he's going to be rocking around mostly with the gentleman on the left, who I am running as Assault Prime Brothers. So these guys are a little tougher than yours. They're quality 3, but they're defense 2. So they're going to be a little trickier to bring down.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say that they are going to stand back and snipe.
No, the Prime Brother, the Prime Brother Assault Brothers, they only have a 12-inch range. They got to get in there. They literally have to escort the people out, because as we'll see, you don't necessarily have to focus on them to win. Mm-hmm. So 3 Assault Prime Brothers, all stock. Heavy pistol, heavy close combat weapon, but that's enough for them to be pretty good. 2 attacks in close combat, 1 attack at range, AP1, and then they all have fearless. So they're going to be pretty tough. Then on the right side of them, 3 regular stock Prime Brothers, each with their precision rifle, so 1 shot at 24 inches, but reliable. So no AP, but they're hitting on 2s. So they're going to try and maybe pick you off from a distance. So I've got some long-range hit support, and then the guys who get in close and do the grunt work with the officer leading the charge. So nice and simple. Since I figured they're here just to escort civilians, they don't need special forces or anything like that. So quantity over quality. I actually have more models than you, which is very strange.
Well, I do have some very expensive heroes for this level.
My most expensive guy is the Prime Master, and he's 90 points.
Yeah, I mean the caster 3 guy. That's a whole, just paying for the caster, I think, is a whole extra due.
Yeah. So believe it or not, the Havoc brothers are actually running a more elite team than the Prime Brothers. But now that we've gotten a look at the teams, let's take a look at the mission, the parameters, and explain what the heck is going on. Okay, so the mission here is the culling of a city. So we've got 15 plus 7 models, 15 for the mission and then 7 more, 1 for each defending unit. So this is the closest thing I have to civilian models. They're all armed and ready for war, but that's just the models. Instead, picture all these people running around panicking and screaming.
To be fair, none of these weapons would really hurt Prime Brothers and Havoc Brothers anyways.
Probably not. So we place them alternately. John placed 1, I placed 1 back and forth. They all have to be placed within 6 of at least another, so you can kind of daisy chain them out. But as you can see, throughout the city, we've got some groups together. For example, there's Mom with her 2 kids.
They die first.
Over there, we've got a little altercation that looks like it's about to take place. And we do have some celebrities. So, for example, there's Michonne from The Walking Dead. There's Sonny from The Godfather. There's Dr. Emmett Brown. There's James Hetfield. Well, you want to turn that guy over? I meant to do... He's been in a previous battle. He's supposed to be Michael Douglas from Falling Down, but without his glasses, he's Mitt Romney. And then police trying to just maintain law and order in the middle. But what happens is John's army is going to come in from that street up there and also from the street down here. So it's kind of a pincer movement. John's mission is to simply kill as many civilians as possible and kill the members of my team. So he gets points just for removing models from the table. I, on the other hand, get points for every civilian who's still on the table at the end of the game, and I get points if I can kill John's models, including his hero. Every time John activates, I can move any 3 civilians 3 inches, so to simulate the crowd like running around and screaming as the battle is going on. So I can try and move them closer to my guys, away from his, so on and so forth. But each civilian counts as a 1 wound model with defense 5. So most of your guys have AP1?
Yeah, but I trust your ability to roll 6s on civilians.
On civilians? Well, you don't know.
They have built-in T-shirt saves.
They do. These are hardy civilians. They can get hit with advanced technology and just be like, yeah, that kind of hurt a bit. But anyways, that's where that's what the mission parameters is. 4 rounds. So you've got 22 objectives to try
I have a
and wipe
lot
out.
of people to kill.
You have a lot of people to kill.
And not that many turns. This is going to be fun.
Yep. Now, as for the defenders, they have kind of a crazy rule here. They don't actually deploy on the board. Instead, they are mixing and mingling around with the crowd, I guess, trying to gain some crowd control. So every time it's my activation, I can choose to do nothing, and it just goes back to John, or I can choose to replace any civilian marker with one of my models. So there are 7 Prime Brothers, hidden amongst these civilians here. How they're managing to hide the power armor and the weaponry and all that stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, but whoever came up with the idea to allow that to work, though, definitely needs a raise in the Prime Brothers military-industrial complex.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if one of the Assault Brothers holds a balloon, they're like, "Oh, it's just a kid."
Like, I'm just saying, if that guy in a with a sleeveless T-shirt and jeans just rips off the T-shirt and surprise, it's a Prime Brother.
Well, the real surprise is going to be if it's these kids here. They're like 4 feet tall, and actually it's a Prime Brother walking on his knees.
Just...
All right, first activation. You move that guy in the top right there.
So that
steps forward.
That was Harry. He's going to step forward and sling a shot all the way over at the mechanic over there because.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not? He's furthest away. That is a hit.
That's a hit. And that's right. I'm going to roll for the defenders here. So he's not in cover, so he just gets a 5-up, but you have an AP1, don't you?
Yep. Heavy rifle.
Oh boy. Okay. 6. No,
hey,
that's
first
a 3.
blood.
So I'll let you take the.
I call the moral victory. I'm going home.
You're already slaughtering poor innocent civilians.
Yep.
Okay, so now that it's over to me. Oh, sorry. Before I even go now, I can simulate the crowd running and screaming in terror by moving a few. Let's be cinematic here. So we'll have these 2 ladies here come running to try and get away from you, and then the third one will be this one here. I mean, if a guy who looks like that comes out and just starts capping people, you're probably going to run in the opposite direction.
I mean, that's a face only mother could love.
But little do they know they're running towards the other ones. Now I have to decide if I'm going to reveal somebody or not. Okay, so it turns out that this gentleman right here is actually a Prime Brother. Supply! So 1 shot, hitting you on 2s because I'm reliable, but no AP.
Oh, look at that.
That was close.
Yeah, hit. All right, so 3 up, but AP1. Take it.
You're fine. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling.
You have AP1, right?
No. Instead it's reliable to hit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Woo!
Right. So Lloyd is going to walk up here and fire a shot into the redhead over there. Because that just seems like the next logical step. So we're going to shoot. That is a hit.
Okay, 6 up. No.
That does
you take him. I'm not taking him. He's your dude.
I am up to 2 out of 15. I am like almost 70%
You're
of the
well
way there.
on your way. So what I'm going to do, let's see. Well, we'll have the ladies over here continue to run shrieking in the opposite direction. And, yep, we'll have those 3 get out of the way. But, dun, 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 Mitt Romney was actually a brother. And he is going to activate and charge.
Of course he's a brother.
Into you. Okay, so I go in on the charge. I don't think I get anything fancy for the charge, unfortunately. Nope, just 2 attacks at AP1, though. Hitting you on 3s.
3s.
1.
Hit. So 4 up. He is good.
Carp.
And I'm going to say that was very rude. I'm going to smack you back once.
Makes sense.
Quality 3. That is a hit. AP, nothing.
2+. He's good.
Oh, look at that.
So, I mean, slapped you around. No, I back up.
Oh, you back up. That's right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So my big surprise was a little bit anticlimactic.
But now you're body blocking.
True, so. But instead of tearing off the shirt like Superman and going in and decapitating you, I just kind of like pushed you and like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So my big bad hero, being a war chanter, is going to put Furious on himself and the caster. That's what the caster in the back.
Oh, that guy. My bad.
But he's going to go beat up a child because that's how he's got to pregame this. So he's going after that little one.
Smacking a little kid.
He has 1 attack.
You are Havoc.
Watch him roll a 2 in there.
Oh, nice. Now, unfortunately, according to the rules, the civilians don't have quality, so I don't get to fight back. But instead, I do get to flee. So we'll have the little boy here. He'll flee. His mommy, she'll flee. And now this guy over here, he's going to flee. But wait, for some reason, the girl's not fleeing. Why?
Are you talking about that adorable, innocent little child with a lollipop?
There's no adorable,
it's not
innocent
actually
child.
Frank.
What do you want, little one? Your ass.
That's the sound of the police!
You picked on
I'm
the
surprised
wrong
you didn't have your
killers.
hero come out.
No, he's actually not that good.
To be fair, also that lets my caster then try and nuke him. So
You know, he's just too tempted by the main target there. Plus, if I can't kill you, but if I can knock off a few wounds, that guy's worth 2 points.
That's true. Yeah.
So here we go, hitting you on 3s. There's,
All right.
unfortunately, that 6 doesn't do anything.
He is down to defense 4. Take 1, fail 1.
Awesome, I'll take it.
And he's going to smack back on
Oh,
a
yeah.
6. That is not a 6. That is
Okay, so
this guy's terrible.
A slight smack in the face, but I let you know your place, sir. So I was so busy attacking one hero, I didn't notice the other one come up and put a gun like right to the side of my head.
Yeah. So Helm Hornet helmet there. Helm Horned Helm. There we go. That's
Helm Horn Helm.
Helm the Horned Helm. Yes.
And he's Germanic. His actual name is Helmut.
Yes.
So he's Helmut the Helmed Horn Helm.
Yes. He is going to use all 3 of his casting points to cast Havoc Trauma on a 3-up to hit that guy with a single AP4 hit. It does go off.
Oh, okay. Now this is where that 6 comes in handy. Come on now, I believe. No, so close, but that's only a 5. So I take how many wounds?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay.
Just 1.
But he only has 1.
Indeed.
Which means on a 5 or 6, you got yourself a prime brother. You did.
Okay.
I popped up, shot my proverbial wad, and then got put down.
And then now that I realize I probably did this out of intelligent order, he's going to fire his 2-shot plasma pistol, which is also AP4. That should have gone into him. It's going to go into that dude off to the left.
Okay, so those of you who have seen Zombieland. So, Zombieland, Rule 1, cardio.
Yeah.
And he did not practice Rule 1, so now he's getting plasma to the face.
I can sympathize. All right, well, 2 shots on 3s.
Oh, still.
1 hit.
Unless I roll a 6. Oh, this is not going well. That does mean that I can at least get some people out of here. So we'll have, they're going to run
into the
this
cover
direction. Yep, running into cover. We'll say the civilians still get covered.
Yep.
Hoping that a police officer with a shotgun can do something against Havoc. Probably not, but you know, it's the thought that counts. So for the Prime Brothers, it's going to turn out that this guy with a gun is actually...
a dude with a gun.
No, I would, but he's actually not that great. So he's going to be another assault brother who sees you kill his companion, and bam, he's going to try and take out those other 2 wounds. If I get lucky, it could happen. Unlikely.
That'll
but
put the caster in a very bad spot.
well, let's try it out here. 2 attacks, hitting you on 3s. That's 2 hits. That's a 5. I'm
Okay.
giving that one to you.
Down to 1.
Down to 1.
And he's got 1 attack back. That is not a 6. So I'm not enjoying that. So the heavy machine gun bro is going to just try and delete the assault marine to get him out of the way.
We didn't give him a name, did we? You got Harry, you got Lloyd.
We got Harry, we got Lloyd,
We got Helmut.
Helmut, the Horn Helm. That leader has not earned a name because he couldn't even hit a child.
I mean, is that a bad thing that he couldn't hit?
When you're a Havoc brother,
Okay,
it's
fine.
kind of in like the
We'll
the
tell you
job
what.
description.
We'll see how well he shoots to decide if he gets a name.
Yeah. No, so he's going to try and pace that assault marine. 3 shots. He has relentless, so because he held, if he gets 6s to hit...
Oh, he's
pretty much-
relentless.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's like 70 points for that 1 wound model.
Gotcha.
That is 2 hits.
2 hits
but
at AP1
nothing-
though.
Just AP1.
Okay. 3s. Oh, you got one. And on a 5+. Oh, crap.
Why this you can roll high on? Is your model's dying. His name is going to be Boltero.
After my prime brother got pasted,
Oh.
the 2 biker girls over here decided that they're going to start kind of scooching along the building to try and just get away. And then gentleman here with the chainsaw doesn't actually have the chainsaw, but now that he doesn't have a prime brother between him and the bad guys, he's decided to run away as well.
He's still just grappling with the realization that this dude he's been talking to for the last 10 minutes
It's
just
actually a prime brother.
suddenly just turned into this giant hulking armored figure that immediately got just slaughtered.
Now, here's the strange thing. See, once she saw that little Timmy was safe with the police officer, she turns around and she actually emerges as the Prime Master. And he is going to run in and see if he can deliver the coup de grace. I was hoping to hold reserves for a little bit longer, but they're dying so fast. All right, so 2 attacks. AP 1, rending, quality 3, partridge in a pear
I'd
tree.
appreciate it if you missed.
I missed 1, but that's an AP
All right.
4.
Well, that's a 3.
Okay, 5 or a 6. No.
He's alive.
He's just shaken.
Does he get to swing back?
No, because he, by failing that, once he's dead, or once he loses his wounds, if he doesn't die, he becomes shaken. So he would.
He does.
He would. Let me replace these with that.
Surprise! That is not a 6.
That is not a... Pick up the... So, I didn't kill you, but at
Yeah,
least
this is why he doesn't have a name. He is just...
Well, hey, I mean, he has taken the attack of 3 assault. That's 6 attacks, and I only managed
If he gets up to
stun him.
5 guys, I'll be impressed.
If he gets up to 5 guys, then he gets a massive load of French fries as well.
Exactly. Bueller is going to walk up, and he's out of range to help his boss, so he's just going to shoot that guy.
Didn't run far enough.
Target. That is 2 hits and AP nothing, though.
Still 2 5s. I mean, you just rolled it, but...
Hey!
Oh! The first civilian success! Oh my goodness! And do you know why that was a civilian success?
I'm not allowed to say it without getting you demonetized.
No,
on
it's
YouTube.
because it was actually a Prime Brother!
Oh, don't forget to have your civilians run around first.
Oh yeah. She will join her biker friends, and then James Hetfield over here realized he's missing a practice. Lars will be very angry. So, Prime Brother pops up right there. Unfortunately, just 1 shot. It's a precision rifle. I need a more
Who's
powerful
he target?
rifle. He is going to target...
Harry, Bueller, Lloyd, or Voltero.
Actually, he's going to go for Voltero. That
makes
shooting's
sense.
bad against
Yeah.
them. That's super
don't know
duper
what
cool.
that
1 hit, no AP.
All right, 3 up.
Darn it. All right, so John is out of activations. The last of the Prime Brothers seeing everyone else in his unit just kind of getting beat down pretty hard. So, the police officer, turns out that he's actually a Prime Brother as well. And he is going to shoot at the front and center dude. Bueller. Bueller. Anyone? Anyone? That's a hit?
Bueller doesn't care.
No, it's not. Okay, so at the end of turn 1, no more surprises. The Prime Brothers have completely revealed themselves. There's a lot of carnage going on center here. The Havoc Brothers have killed 3 civilians and 2 Prime Brothers. That's a pretty good harvest for just turn 1. Whereas the Prime Brothers have only managed to knock down the hero of the Havoc. Over here on this side, the civilians are hearing gunshots in the distance. They're not quite sure what to do, but they can't see anything, so they're just kind of holding in place and hoping the sounds don't come any closer. So we will move on to turn 2. First activation goes to Havoc.
Helmet, the Horned Helm, is going to try and just alleviate the tension on the boss so that the boss will last longer so he doesn't get killed. So he's going to shoot the Prime Assault Brother in the face.
Shooting at him in the face.
Try and get rid of him. 2 shots, that is 2 hits at AP4.
Crap. I'm going to need 6s. No, and now that I know I'm doing this correctly, that is 2 wounds on him when I roll to see if he dies. So 4+. Sure thing. You have not failed to kill.
You know what?
Prime Brother.
Maybe
Like,
you
just
just
bam,
need
bam,
to
bam.
learn the wonders of the Havoc.
You know, I'm going there. I'm going there.
And then,
And then you're going to cast a spell.
yes, I'm trying to figure out what the... All right, we're going to try Call Havoc Trauma and just try it. On a 3-up, do 1 AP4 hit on him.
That's a 2.
As a 2.
That is a 2, so no trauma.
No trauma.
I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and capitalize on while you are
I
down.
appreciate that.
So I'm going to charge in there. One hit only.
Whew, and not rending. Nope, goes through.
So that goes to 4.
He is dead.
He is dead. Okay, I'll take it.
The unnamed failure. He is definitely getting turned into a spawn.
And
or
then
a mutated creature.
we're going to be the hero, not the hero that we want, but the hero that we deserve.
All right, Harry is going to go over here, and he's going to fire a shot at Michonne.
That's okay. She's in cover.
Yep. One shot hits on a 3. That is a 4.
And so it's good.
Plus
If we know
one
anything
minus.
about Walking Dead, she never dies. So here we go. Cancels out 5+. No, she is very much dead. I will activate this guy who's just going to sidestep a bit and try and take out Bueller in the middle.
Okay.
That's a hit.
That's a fine.
I should have brought way more assault, guys. Way more.
Lloyd is going to fake out this Prime Brother like he's charging him, then he's going to stop short and fire a shot into
Michonne 2?
no,
James.
into James's
You're going
back.
to shoot James?
That's what he gets for turning his back.
Oh.
Cool guys don't look at
Yeah, that's totally
Cool guys don't look at explosions, but they should look at incoming bullets.
That
So that is a hit.
6.
Hey.
No, well, there's it. The band is gone. I will activate that brother to try and take out Bueller before he has a chance to do anything. That's a hit.
Okay.
That's...
He's
still
fine.
safe.
Bueller is going to bank on pulling off a rending hit, and he is going to fire into... I'm going to shoot into the cowgirl.
Aw, you don't like girls in cowboy hats?
I didn't say I don't like them, but yeah, so
That's rending,
that's
isn't
rend.
it?
So she has a 4-up and a 6-up.
So the cover will be a 5-up save.
4-up.
Because regularly it doesn't have any AP?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Shred Rifle doesn't have any built in.
All right, so where am I going to... We'll put this here. So here is the 6-up for the rend. Oh, it was so close, but that's a 5. Doesn't matter what the other one was. There was my... If I'd done it the other way around, she would have survived. So Boltero's the only one who hasn't gone yet. Well then, we will try and get him before he can. I mean, the tactics are sound. It's just the delivery's not working. That's a hit. Oh! I got him!
And he's alive.
just shaking.
He's shaking. So he just spends his turn waking up.
Yeah, well, I guess the bullet like clocked him in the helmet. He's doing one of those things that you see in the cartoons.
Yep.
Do you have anyone who hasn't gone yet?
That's his last action.
That's the last activation.
So
That is everybody, I believe. At the end of turn 2, that turn went a heck of a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
The culling is not going well for the Prime brothers. If they're hoping to save these people to extract information, there's not much left. Unless, they can extract info from the brain splatter on the walls. And at turn 2, Prime brothers are on the back foot. They're going to need to start knocking out some enemy team members, or there's not going to be any civilians left.
Yep.
But at least I get first activation.
that is true. You get to try and knock someone out again.
So here we go. Turn 3. It's a long shot, but I cannot leave a guy with a plasma pistol and 3 psychic points every single turn. So I'm going to declare an assault.
It's not much of a long shot when they're literally weapons are touching each other.
Oh, very funny, good sir. All right, so I get 2 shots with the pistol, then 2 swings with the sword.
That's
but-
4 attacks. He
but
only
my
has 3
quality's 4.
You'll
So
be fine.
here we go. Here's the pistol shots. 4s. 1. AP 1.
He's okay.
He's okay. Then charging in, so my plan to kill you is unfortunately not going to work. 1 hit.
He takes it, though.
You take a wound. You want to hit me back?
I guess I will. He will go ahead and have 2 attacks with the energy sword.
Well done. Snake eyes, good sir.
He's here to shoot people and cast mind bullets, not to us. The sword is there for show.
Oh, I see. It's a ceremonial dagger.
It's one of those like foam core swords.
That's a pool noodle with tape wrapped around the bottom for a handle. All right, so you've given a laundry list to your hero as well.
Yeah. So Helmet, the horned helm, is going to put on his dancing shoes. He's going to dance around the Prime Lieutenant. He's going to Demon Fog on a 4-up. This is all 3
Demon
charges.
Fog?
Target 2 enemy units within 12. They each take 3 hits.
Oh,
I need a 4.
you got a 4. So you could pick
That guy, that gal, and that
and
guy.
the kid. Okay, so I don't think I get cover. This is something I'm pretty sure that you don't get cover for, even though it's a ranged attack melee, but
That's fun.
Shooting.
It's 3 hits. So
No AP though.
no AP.
All right, 5+
For-
on the lady. No,
Oh.
got 2 of them.
I needed it.
And then the kid. Oh, he's gone too.
Yep.
Oops.
Plasma pistols going into this dude. Voltero, I'm here to save you.
What?
He is on fire.
What?
He is just on. He absorbed all the.
I didn't get any. Hold on. On
Yeah.
a 5 or 4, because I
4,
have 2
yeah.
wounds.
Oh, he's alive.
For once. Oh, wait.
I gotta shake him. But yes,
You gotta shake
he is overflowing
Oh
with
my
the havoc
goodness.
juices.
That
You might
sounds
say he,
disgusting. I mean, before he dies, I'll have the
Don't forget to run away the civvies that are left.
Oh, they're not going to get far. You're going to kill them anyways. So they're just all going to basically run over here. It's off camera. They're all running in cover. So Prime Brother in the crater there is going to try and shoot Bueller because he has the 2 shots.
He's got the 2 shots.
He's got 2
rending.
shots. All right, Bueller. That's a hit. Unfortunately, nothing special.
Goes through.
Oh, God, I'm on a fiber. Oh, you do it. More
Shaking.
shaking. I'm shooting you with like beanbag rounds or something. Voltero, these are having so much fun killing civilians. He's going to try luck for a harder target.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, he's already taken out the 1 Prime Brother. He's going for a hat
rub
trick.
it in.
So 3 shots. Because he has Relentless, 6s are an extra hit. Nope, just 2 hits. AP 1.
3s. And again,
Oh boy.
a 2-up save on AP1, and I failed both of them. So 4+, and another brother's gone. Well, the only activation I have,
Yeah.
he's not stunned anymore.
Yeah.
That's it. Over to you.
He's going to assault and try and just finish you off. See if he gets lucky.
Assault?
Yep.
Okay.
Missed the gun. Boop. Punch with the rifle. You have a 2-up.
Pass that, and then hit you back.
This is probably a terrible idea. But.
2, I miss. Sorry, the camera's out there. My bad, folks. John is now trying to take it easy on me.
So Harry's going to shoot
Well, that's Sonny.
that one. Sonny in the back. He hits.
He hits. But, canceled by the cover. Come on, 5 or 6, Sonny. You know how many bullets you took at the end of the movie? And he keeps taking more.
And then last activation, Bueller is going to
Recover. Okay. At the end of turn 3, things look pretty hopeless. We got a crowd of civilians who've managed to take cover in this crater, and they can head. I haven't been moving them, but we'll shuffle them towards the building. But over half of the city has been destroyed, wiped out, cleansed, and the Prime Brothers are getting embarrassed by their quote-unquote lesser counterparts here. So as we move on to the 4th and final turn, Prime Brothers have the first activation. Hopefully they can do something. All right, we got to go for the points. Prime Brother in the crater is going to shoot at Bueller. Got him last time. Hits him again.
Goes through again. 4 up. He's out.
I got one.
Bueller.
I love it when a plan comes together. You going to assault, or are you just going to mine bullet?
So I'm
shoot?
going to. Yeah, I'm going to mine bullet first.
Wait, I got to turn to face my enemy here.
I'm going to Havoc Trauma you. So
What could possibly be more traumatic than seeing your entire kill team wiped out?
seeing you get wiped out?
Oh, well, I suppose.
So this is on a 3-up. Does not go off. Okay, cool.
No trauma.
Now I'm going to assault. Terrible idea, but 2 pistol shots on 4s now.
Reroll that first one.
1 hit, AP 4. Aha.
No, so you got 1 wound on him.
And then he's going in. He is hitting on 4s. 2 attacks on 4s. AP 1, rending. Cool.
Not so good.
Yeah,
All right,
that
hitting you
didn't
back
do good.
on 3s.
That's not great.
1 hit.
AP?
1.
He takes it.
Darn it. All right, well.
What do you mean, darn it? Why are you mad that I?
Because I was hoping to kill you. Wait, you said he saved, though, didn't
No,
you?
he took
Oh, I'm
took
thinking
the
you
wound.
have a 2-up save. It's just
No.
me who has the 2-up save.
No, I don't have that
Okay.
crazy fancy extra.
Look, it's been
point
a
of
long
armor.
day. 2 wounds, but that's not enough to make you take a check.
You say that like playing games in the evenings are harder on your brain than playing in the morning.
They really are. Normally, I film first thing in the morning when I still have all my faculties.
Yeah, get it, faculties.
You know what we're going to do? Again, trying to score the points at the end here. Prime Brother's going to shuffle over, shoot down the street, try and knock out Voltero, because that heavy machine gun he's got is pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hit.
He's
But
fine.
he saves. Alrighty.
All right, so Boltero is going to go for the epic money shot and just try and pop off on
Not
the
in my
lieutenant.
kingdom. Anyways, yeah, down the field, folks.
Threes. He has a lane. I need like a lot of sixes here. That is not
One hit? So I'm
One.
even going to survive.
1 AP1.
But I still fail it. My 2-up defense has done very little this game. Okay, Lieutenant. It's going to be better to shoot. If I charge in, I'm hitting you on 6s. If I shoot
Fair.
you, I'm hitting you on more. So 3s. 1! And he saves it anyways.
All right.
These are more like, I don't know, what's subprime brothers. These are subprime brothers.
Lloyd is going to... I'm just going to go for Lieutenant because at this point may as well. So 1 shot. Cool.
Never mind. And
you're out of stuff.
I'm already out of stuff.
So Harry is just going to try and finish off this guy.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
That's fun.
I'll say you could probably have cleaned out some more of the...
Well, not if I'm rolling 2s to hit.
That's true. So that's it. That
Right.
is it. That is all the activations on both sides. If we scan on over here to the dead pile, don't get dizzy, folks. So we scan on over here to the dead pile. That's a lot of dead. So let's just count the Havoc brothers first, and then we'll show the abysmal showing of the Prime brothers. So you get a point for each killed civilian.
So that's 8.
8, and then you got half of my team. That's another 2. And that's it for you. I get 1 point for each brother still on the field. That's 3. I get a point for, let me see, did I manage to pull this out here?
You got the leader.
So I got 1 point for each unit on the table.
Yep.
3. I get 2 points for the leader.
It's 5.
And I get 1 point for each remaining civilian.
Which is 7. So you actually
So I got
won.
12. You should have gone for killing more civilians instead of me.
Well, I don't think I missed. Or
Maybe
I
I
forgot the models on the... Yeah, if I realized that was the thing, I probably... but at the end of the day, I was rolling 2s to hit, so it wouldn't have mattered. That is
Holy
what you
cow.
call a Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally.
And I was thinking this was too easy for the attackers.
So what that
but
means is they wrote the rules quite interestingly, even though
I
I
had
was
to-
doing abysmally.
I was having to whittle down 22 points on the field. Is
Yes.
effectively the way to think that through. I was thinking I only had to whittle down 15 points. So like once I got to like 8, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Wow. That I mean,
Oof.
even aside from that, that was fun. That was fast paced. That was crazy. I forgot to move the civilians, but near the end, it was just this mosh pit in the center here. So, folks,
Well, and with all these guys having 24 trained weapons at the end of the day, it kind of
that's
didn't
true.
matter
I
too
think
much.
this may have. I would recommend to make this scenario, if you ever play it on
More
your own, a little more dynamic.
yeah.
Do more short range weapons and more assaulting, punching to really
Yeah.
mix stuff up. Bring one long range guy for some long range support, like Boltero. That's exactly what they would have done. Had one
Yeah.
guy sitting there sniping. Oh, I could have put someone in the balcony.
That'd have been a bit of a giveaway, though.
Yeah.
I would have shot that civilian before
One of the
they had a chance
civilians
to
is up
support.
there. What's he doing up there?
What's he doing up there with a giant anti-material rifle?
So, I liked it. I would definitely play this one again. I think so far I've played 10 of the 18 missions, and this one would be on the upper half. John, anything you would change, adjust, add, comment?
Yeah, no. Other than definitely probably focus on a little more melee centric, and it would be interesting to see like a horde attacker versus more of an elite defender. I mean, the attacker is definitely rewarded for having more bodies on the field, but the attacker also has like a few extra points, right, or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for this game,
So-
the attacker has 25% more points than the defender. So you got like one extra model, basically, maybe 2.
Well, yeah.
Or you buffed your guys.
I buffed the heroes up.
Yeah, everyone I took was stock.
Because they had, I would say it would be really fun to try this again with like brothers or prime brothers as the defenders, and then like some kind of horde army as the attackers.
Yeah, like
So, like-
alien hives or
Hives or orcs. Maybe I don't know most of the army's skirmish.
See, it'd be funny if
scale
you were to
enough,
play this with like human defense force. Basically, every civilian is actually a human defense
Well,
force.
if the
soldier.
defenders are human defense force, it's going to be almost impossible for the attackers because you only have 4 turns at skirmish scale to kill like 40 models. There's going to be like double the number of people you got to kill.
The other
And,
thing which would have been a huge swing, but it would be list tailoring to the mission, is blast.
Well, and so that's what's funny, because I didn't know what mission we were going to play, so I initially was putting blast on some of my dudes, like the mutated watch captain initially was going to have the energy hammer, which is blast.
Right.
And, like, I was going to give the guy with the shred rifle a flamer.
Because normally...
And then I was like, but I don't know what I'm fighting, and like blast is very
Blast
iffy
and skirmish is really iffy.
But if I had those in this,
Right.
like the captain would have just gone off and started just banhammering.
And just look here, you have 6 guys,
Yeah.
5 guys, all right next to
Yeah.
him, 1 or 2 blast weapons, and you could clear them all out. So
Yeah.
in skirmish, blast is very, very iffy. Like, you might take 1 in your whole army if you've got some spare points, but usually when I see a blast weapon, I pass over it for skirmish.
Yeah.
Still, that was a ton of fun. Thanks to John for coming to play a game this evening. And to everyone else, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Keep your dice on the table.